Tell me what it means to be a hero. When everywhere you go, the people planning your demise. Tell me what it means to be a hero. See, I never did it for no glory or no prize. Tell me what it means to be a hero. I'ma keep on fighting for what's right until I die. Tell me what it means to be a hero. They can never dim the fucking light that's in my eyes. So tell me what it means.
They say be careful what you wish for. Everything I wanted was in front of me. I locked it behind this door. I live for my legacy. I'm battling to ensure my memory is definitely one they cannot ignore. It's a fact. I've been feeling crap, staring at his back as the number 2, fully consumed with what I lack. So I pushed till my family cracked and fell apart, and I spurned as my prominence burned within the heart. And now I'm finally on top. I stand alone, hated in my home, trying to show them that I've grown. The world I know's founded in strength, and I resent how we burned out. Pass me the torch with no defense. They're expecting me to be the symbol that they lost, but I'm just trying to save them all from who I was. They need a hero, so I'm giving everything I've got. But when they look at me, my people staring cold like frost. I got the world upon my shoulders, on my back's that cross. I had to be the best, and now I am, but at what cost?
Tell me what it means to be a hero. When everywhere you go, the people planning your demise. Tell me what it means to be a hero. See, I never did it for no glory or no prize. Tell me what it means to be a hero. I'ma keep on fighting for what's right until I die. Tell me what it means to be a hero. They can never dim the fucking light that's in my eyes. So tell me what it means. Tell him wait, he ain't on my level, tell him elevate. Stepping in the ring, he'll instantly become a featherweight. Looking at Endeavor play, the fire in the soul, the shit that keep us from a hellish fate. I just wanna say today and leave them time to celebrate. Niggas never tell it straight, but they talk twice, one in front and one behind your back. I don't need a plan, I fucking wing it when it's time to scrap. Heaters getting even in the sky is where you find me at. So tell me what it means. It's hard to find a single person better than the team. Enjoy the time of peace cause it's never guaranteed. The world need an example, let Endeavor take the lead. We gon' tell you what it means. Back down, how that boy expecting me to back down? Play the fucking hero in the background. Act well, man, I'm too raw for a smackdown. Leave me in the skies where it's soul resting that now.
Gamers, welcome. Not sure how long the stream will be because I got plans to play some games with friends, and I'm just trying to, catch up to them and see what I could do. So, it is Monday. I figured I had to stream something, and I did buy some games just throughout the Steam sale and whatever else, like specials that are going on. So I set this up. F for full screen. Does that work? Or do I have to... Windowed. I'm gonna have to window this bitch. What's with the fucking sound? Yeah, so this is a new visual novel I found on Steam. This is called Mood. It's supposed to be like a psychological horror. So we will see what this is all about. It's supposed to be like choices, whatever else. Name Wells. What a silly nickname. Nothing changes. Exodus. Issues life worth living or not. Tons of false values and imposed propositions. Find an exit. Not too long ago, a joyous event happened in my life. I finally found a job after being expelled from university a couple months ago. System administrator at the local state-funded healthcare center. Sounds good, huh? It's not great, I get it. A status of psychochemical student. The status of a psychochemical student does not impress employers. They pay poorly under the table, and 10-hour shifts don't excite me at all. All for the remote chance of leaving this shithole for a better life. All for the remote chance of, yeah, okay. Then what? Okay. I don't know why it fucking did that first sense and then continued onward, but anyway. Anywhere to get away from this joyless fate. The joyless faces and the marginalized charm of the streets. Just a little patience. Amassed little by little. And here I am, a happy loner, or a lonely old dimmer in the south. Will I make it to that point? Highly improbable. But hanging out in the urine-soaked entrance hall isn't going to make it any healthier. It's time. Another winter-spring day. Still the same familiar scenery. Smoggy fog covered in the road. Cloud-covered skies, traffic rumbling, and drunken bastards in the yard. When you grow up in such an environment from a young age, it's hard to imagine that the shades of life could be anything other than dim gray. Brr, but numbing cold. Crawled out early doors, but it was unbearable to stay at home. Early in the morning, I was approached by my mother for my failure, almost routine, not worthy paying attention to. For as long as I can remember, she always had a way of ruining the day of any reluctant. Guess that's how she drove father too. And I, as his copy, became the main victim of domestic despotism. Of course, you get used to it over the years. There's a limit to everything. A line, after all. Today's cigarette incident was the last straw. How could you rip up and throw away a brand new pack? She saw they were new, and still bought it with my last dime. Not fair, goddamn. Why can't I smoke? I feel like it. I'm a grown man at the peak of my years. And my greatest accomplishment is half a century-old room, brought to an eye-pleasing state with a dozen stashes for cigarettes. In such an environment, thoughts about appropriateness of life and future prospect are consistently swirling around in my head. They become darker and more radical, and their severity increases every day. If only somebody would smile. You're the only smiling. You're the only one smiling at me. My daily listener of languid monologues. In my head, you're always smiling, patting me on the shoulder approvingly. You of all people will understand. You're me, of course. I'll smile at you. It'd be foolish not to support myself. Fuck. A little more of this shit, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's time for a change. Many times I've fooled myself with that phrase, yet now more than usual, I feel frustration and anger. The fuck was that? If only someone would smile. Time to act. From tomorrow. From this day. In this moment, I control my own fate. You got to move on with your life. Back and forth. Change somehow. I'll take a walk and think it over. What if something breaks down at work and I'm not there? Non-appearance is a penalty, and I don't want to frame people. Think of yourself first. Yeah, you're right. The Master of Fortune's first decision will be to... We'll pass. We need to save money. It's not a good idea to drink in this cold. That sore throat was a real nightmare. On the spot. Looks like a parking lot or something. Looks like a parking lot. Yeah, it looks like a parking lot or something. But having built the framing of the building, the area was sealed off by police. Remember to save the game. Okay. I'll save the game. Standard practice of local mafia to take over businesses, shares from small construction companies. It's the perfect place for a den. No one can get through the snow. Barkins? I never heard of that before. New word of the day, Barkins. As far as I'm concerned, wet clothes are trifling price to pay for a secluded nook near the woods. You feel solitude with nature. That's important, isn't it? I'll walk along the forest belt 1 to 2 times a month. No psychotherapy needed. Heh. It's cozy, even though there was a murder nearby. I think everybody should have a place like this. And this. Something new in my cave. I cleaned my place a couple days ago. On my last visit, the wall was blank. And the visitors were kind of enough to leave me alone. Leave me a collection of human fluid. Oh god. Thanks. Fucking hell. Things were left untouched, even the shoes. In such cases, there are 2 options. Either smeared with shit, or condition of the owner. Or the condition of the owner was close to a corpse, and he trivially forgot about them. Yeah, the second one. And the size of the boots is almost mine. Whoa. The graffiti art. Paints are expensive. Not matter black, premium brand. How did they end up in this dump? Oh, since the owner's gone. My creativity calls for action. Draw a pentacle, draw the word dick. I'm not sure what is a pentacle. Let me Google. Oh, it's just a pentagram. Also, what was I guess we'll look at the word for the Burbanks later, but back in the old days, we used to bomb dozens of the spots in the day. Kind of lame, but at least safer than hanging out on the roof tower blocks. Or any other kind of teenage stupidity. With my friends. Screw them. Took everything from me. Maybe you shouldn't have come here. What were you even hoping for? Take a walk and probably go away. Doesn't work that way. Yeah, I know. But there's no point in going on this shift. How about the train shed? It's beautiful there. Fucked up the day in no small way. A couple more absences and I'm out of work. And at home, I'm sure I'll have another brainwashing. What's the point of me trying to change my life anyway then? Nothing changes. Maybe it's time to give up. After dismissal, my academic career is dead. What's left anyway? Nothing to think about. Nothing to strive for. Here's your happiness, Tut. Stupid, sorry-ass life. On top of that, I'm left with a lingering sense of incompleteness. Like I'm forgetting something. Something important. Alright then. My father used to say, if you can't remember something, then the forgotten thing is not that important. Like from a nail gun. Well, it's not even distorted. Perhaps the collector gas at the derelict building became a bioweapon in the course of years of exposure. Bacteria climbing into the brain and inhaling and eating it. Fun is fun, but it looks like the photosopsia attack, the result of my chronic migraine. Photosopsia doesn't show up in clear images. It shouldn't. It also hurts. To the hospital, or it'll pass on its own? It'll pass on its own. But it's always gone away by itself. And the weather can have an impact. As much as I like to. I'm gonna have to go home. I think there were some pills in the medicine box at home. Oh, I need to get some sleep on my unscheduled day off. Morning, Manhattan. My head is cracking. According to tradition, instant coffee with condensed milk saves the day. Sugar was once considered a medicine for a reason. No bread, no cheese either. And the cookies smell musty. That'll do. On a good day, the coffee is accompanied by my branded sandwich. It's as simple as a nickel. It's worth cooking it. I grease it carefully fresh. I carefully cut a piece of fresh hot loaf and a barely visible layer of a bit melted butter. I cover with the thin slices of Seraval, savory cheese, and finish with a couple cucumber rings for fresh Christmas. The spongy bread lingers on the bite, spreading the bakery aroma around the room. The fragrant smoked meats and milk cheese blur with flavor until they're overridden by cucumber juice with a gaze of country vacation. I'm sure that's how the gods Olympus fed. Would love to eat away a couple of those sandwiches right now. Yawn. Or at least get another hour of sleep. After last night's seizure, sleep was essentially strange. Gargantuan mechanisms rattled and groaned. Paths of stone or metal branched out. Thick cables flickering, tubes, stores galore. Someone was cursing, someone was fussing. Not that I'm a big fan of dream interpretation, but this looks like it's for a factory job coming up, huh? And there have been no death threats from work. It's even better than it could have been. I'm not going to celebrate with sandwiches while watching anime tonight. I think the new series is out. Right paint. Take them and go straight to work. This kind of loot is not on the road. And why do I regularly plan my day standing in a puddle of urine? No way. I was definitely painting the wall. The jacket's still oozing with the smell of acetone. Well, paints, you know, belong to me now, eh? At worst, I'll sell them if they're not needed. Yeah, I'm still reeling from the last night's attack. The absence of my. I mean, I mean the drawing of my dick. I mean the drawing of. It's weird. I drew exactly the same way, and I was sober. Paranoia, not too far off. Anyway, I'll finish the sketch and go on my way, right? Then you'll leave me alone. Then I'll stop talking to the wall. Alright, let's give it a shot. Pat is irregular from what I can tell. Well, I've seen tons of pentagrams and shit during the graffiti artist career. I've seen my sketchbook somewhere. Let's see. Better write it down. The symmetry and asymmetry is the pentacles lines. 4 short lines in the lower triangle, 1 long in the upper on the right outside. A circle with the triangle outside of the main star. Even the smallest triangle there is a line. A circle with a strange outside of the main star. Even the smallest triangle there's a line. And all 4 plus 1 plus 1 equals 6 lines. 2 triangles, lines and stripes. It means that the blank space there shouldn't be. Fuck it. If I had prepared for exams like that, I would have been expelled. Quite impressive. Such a waste of talent. So whoever drew you, now that you're part of the interior, or should I say exterior? Oh. It glows, but I feel no heat. On the contrary, it's giving cold. Impossible. Only luminescence emits the cold lights. Just like tritium. Radioluminescence on scopes and watches. Those green sticks. Concretion glow. I feel a distinctive taste of iron in my mouth. It's not blood. It looks like the air itself is filled with a high dispersion of particles of iron. I take it back. It's definitely hot. I guess I should leave, but I can't. An expanding vibration tingles my fingers. The ultrasound with higher power. Enormous power. Okay. On my way to... Feels like a trip, I know, yeah. What the fuck is... Paint fumes? Check the temperature. Thanks for letting me finish. Damn. Usually a transfer melts nothing. Girl, here. Hey, the most stylish girl. Fuck, was I thinking out loud all this time? Style, hey you. Damnata style rule. You okay there? I can't fucking see. So open your eyes. Sorry for the crib, but it's your fault. You forgot. Cast everything and behold, you're honored. I'm be the guide to be my guide tonight. For Schneider. Nah, it's not a girl. More like a hallucination. No man no man would come here. So many years since my last vacation, just to end up with a hobo. Lucky me. No way I wouldn't have believed it the other day, but I don't understand. A hallucination cannot be so real. And no man can be here. And there's only one conclusion. Guess I died. Just didn't know how about it, huh? So it's over? With what? And you're a product of my dying imagination? Quit with the fatalism. It's unreal, like a fever dream. More like personal simulacrum. In a few moments, the blood flow to the brain will stop and I'll be dead. Fuck my browser history. To who am I talking about honor and stuff, hey? Be gone, you undisguised and grotesque image of the Dark Maiden. Let me die in peace. Since when have these bumpkins been so skeptical? Leave. What kind of insults are on my own body? You live as an outcast in the ruins of the forest. Can't judge you. This is not true. Guess death is gonna wait for a while. I'm freaking alive. You should be happy about it. Need to stay sharp first. I need to deal with the guest. Well, the thing is, usually I come here to be alone, to think of the hereafter. And I definitely don't expect anyone here, especially any girls. The most stylish. Despite her cuteness, she has a ghastly aura. All my being were resisting it to be near her, cried out for danger. My last resort would be fighting. At least the girl shouldn't be a problem for me. Such a poor reaction to my luxurious and, by the way, custom transfer. Self-alienation on a shithole sour face. And I'm certain a constant inner monologue. Looks like your dismissal is a result of recent expulsion from society. Chin up and keep living. I told ya. Just kidding. Schneider, why do you have to have such a stone face on you, huh? I'm not. How the hell did you just pronounce emoji? Hush. I see. Heavy burden is inside you. Consequences of unrequited love, am I right? A heart downed in tears. She just said it like the most most mockery or sarcastic way possible. I can't stand people like that. I got nothing to hide. For the first time, someone has cared about my feelings, and that someone is not a human. Definitely not human. But still, I should keep the distance till I understand her intentions. Well, why? We're pretty much already cut off. Let's just say, after a series of events in my life, I've cut back on my emotions. It's kind of improper to showing them here. You know, I'm tempted by your calmness. I don't even need to threaten you. Maybe it's just gonna be entertaining. Great. Since you know my name, since you've known my name, call me by Schneider. What? An unknown word at the end of the sentence occurs suspiciously often. So you're Revy. They like to call me Rev. You're allowed to do both. Kinda sus. How do I know your name? Well, you wouldn't ask me first, so I implemented it into you. Okay. You can't just get into someone's head like this. I only did it once. Or twice. Brace yourself, and in a confident man's voice, make her tell you everything. Yeah, you're right. I have to dominate the conversation. So what do you want from me? Idiot. He's just calling himself an idiot. Will you keep me company tonight? Just a walk, that's it. No blood rituals and stuff. You seem upset. It sounds way too innocent. I don't trust her. Why did she come here? What purpose do anyone like her have? Also, thank you for the like. Always appreciate it. Helps out with the stream algorithm and all that. No, we won't have sex. What? Answering your silent question, will she let me bang her? Touch the nerve. I know no man's temper can handle a rejection. You better learn how to tell a girl your intentions first, not scare them away on the end of the first date. Why, we just met. Just a reminder to avoid any excess. How should I react to it? I was eager to say that the walk seems good, but she could also lie to me about her intentions. Yeah, let's just go. Yeah, okay, have it your way. Either way, I'll walk it. What's in mind? But I do not expect anything from me. I know you wouldn't leave a poor girl in trouble for a schneeder. You call yourself a poor girl. Getting slowly back on track, I could regard a figure which was in front of me. Her ragged clothes looked a bit more punkish. An unnatural black color of the clothes in her hair almost absorbed the light. Lots of scratches on the clothes and branches. It appeared that the clothes were either badly stored or on their own, sprawled out somewhere regularly. I suppose they're made of platinum due to the state of gray color and its low reactivity with oxygen. And her voice, her speech, that word at the end. You keep repeating it, but I don't quite understand it. Huh? Gone wild by the much in the dump, but you've forgotten your own language. This is not my language. Heh. Well, you're off topic, aren't you? I heard this world while I was in the Frankish kingdom. Did I call it right? Well, in short, a local family that accepted me used to call their waiting staff like that. That means I'm a maid. To me, it sounds really swanky. Don't you think? Swanky? What a lexicon. Well, it's not your first time here. In our world. Yours, huh? Of course. A perfect spot to relax. The ideal vacation. You call it a vacation to frighten the first man you see. With your company. Oh crap. I'm sorry. Isn't it too late to pick you up? Not an ounce of seriousness. Jokes aside, I really enjoy chilling on the mountain or on the cliffs for a few weeks. Forget about the work, to be alone, get it? But I got kind of bored. Sure, you can't get bored by the beauty of nature, but how long could you hang out with the same rocks? I'd rather take a few days for me to freeze to death in the mountains. My friends felt the same way. She shrugged and she suggested to me give a chance to fortuitous or something. Give a chance to fortuitous beatings or something, and said it'll help cheer me up after all. After a certain event, she kept chattering about the days she had spoken with the poet about something sublime and earthly. He doubted her words and thought she's foolish. But every doubt went away after 5 bottles of wine. So it means that alcohol does have an effect on the despot, despite obvious psychological indifferences. You want to get hammered? Her reaction and coordination will be disordered, and I can use it to run away in case of danger. Come on, You're just chatting. Also, you don't have any liquor. So I considered a cozy talk with damnatus possible. Impossible nowadays. But he won't even... But he even wrote a book about it that day after. After all, your beloved Revi, inspired by those events, is looking for the same pleasant events. My beloved. The bee's knees. So I ain't the first one to meet this creature. Good news, no matter which way you look at it. Her story. Did the advice work? And how many people were ready to speak with you? Ha. Well, actually, I'm quite attractive. Of course, everyone wanted a piece of me. They kneeled before me, begging for dialogue. I see you're lying. I am honesty itself for a Schneider. It's written all over your face. There are 4. It's like, not exactly. How? Are you saying something or suffocating? 4. Only 4 people would talk to me as a partner. They even tried to kill me or fuck me. It's horrible. How is that possible after all your... Judging by my awesome fit, elastic, incredible, shredded, perfect, attractive, divine, and renewed body, it's obvious how everything goes. Drunkards always tried awkwardly to hit on me. The sober ones bear their polished staff swords without a second thought. You know, the majority ran away precipitously. What is that? Cute teeth. I have no idea what precipitously means. We'll figure that out now. In a sudden haste or a rash manner without proper thought or deliberation. So they just straight up fucking booked it. You mean I'm ugly? It means you can't get people's in people's heads. And you were thinking of running away too, weren't you? The hell's that? To end it here would be quite frustrating. I wasn't thinking about it. You look like you ran away from a cosplay summit. You're telling the truth? Well, obviously not, because we did have that thought. Come on, let's go. You're creeping me out. Just a habit. The scenery's so-so, just like they told me. Must say I don't visit such snowy places quite often. And here is a wasteland and the metal stuff, not cool. Do you really like this place? The lifeless winter vibe is one of the few things that echoed in me. That's why I come here. It's dead silent. The level of light pollution in the dry air lets you see the stars from here. Especially during the summer. Nice view on the constellation, Orion. But the city, I hate it. It steals lives. What do you mean? Low salaries, employee overturn, the population who keep drinking to death. There was a copper-nickel industry before. Due to that, the city was thriving, but now... All in all, if you ain't relocated as a child, you'll either end up 6 feet deep earlier than expected or in prison. And why are you still here? I had plans to relocate, but I was living in a fool's paradise till I grew up. I was naive, believing in something good. a career after graduation. Well, I also realized my fucking thing's kind of in the way, but at the same time, it's fine now. A career right after graduation, a loyal friends, and love to death until you know. And what's the result? Everything was fucked. But I will not give up. Making it out of this city at any cost. Just have to deal with it. Plans. The future is so unpredictable, but that's the whole point. If you don't think, even I wouldn't have thought I would be stuck in the most boring job with the primal something metaphysical not sufficient, and she's definitely doesn't look like a veteran of intellectual word. So you're working as a chemist? Yep, the master of cryosopia. Normally I'm a security inspector, but in reality I'm stuck at home with a pile of stupid paperwork. Is it bad? Papers and nothing else? I wouldn't complain. Paperwork isn't as terrifying as walking up at 6 a.m. every morning. I definitely wasn't created for this shit. I'm sick and tired of my job and the current state of our sector. You said at home all the time, fabricating records of where you've been and what you've done. Sent it and got new forms again and again and again. Boring to death. I do all of that with pleasure if I get paid for it. Really? You have no idea what you're signing up for, Schneider. Only the chosen few are able to deal with paperwork. In early days, kind of like just imagine, you lay on a bar can, wind blows gently, you eat your fruits, and from time to time you solve problems if you want to. I can't stand hot weather. And in the days before, the early days, there was no work at all. You're goofing around and blabbing. Yeah. Things used to be better. I remembered something too. When I was a kid, there were a lot of part-time jobs for kids like me in the grocery stores. A few hours at that, and I'd have enough time or money for buy some chips. I swear the chips were incredible, the taste and joy of a careless day. Even though they were also a taste of a frying oil. Probably change your job then. But I'll save. Have you tried changing your occupation? Should help if you're stressed out or if everything pisses you off. Let's just think, my teeny friend. Teeny with my 191 centimeter of height. I had to crane my neck to look down at her. Nothing will change. It's the beaten track and it remains the same. Also, those freaking QB keep keeping me getting me on my nerves, no matter where I am. I thought you were the strict one. Sure I am, have no doubt. The thing is, they have nothing to do with my job. More like a personal problem. Forget about it. You won't understand. QB stands for incubus or succubus, according to the Wikipedia of my fundamental knowledge of Latin. What does she mean by saying personal problem? It's quite interesting. I'm all ears. Then remember, out of all the rest, QB are the worst. I keep tolerating them on the streets, but tolerate their fucking presence in my favorite pub is too fucking much. Pubs above all? Useless. I can't say that without getting demonetized, so I'm just gonna say it. They lounge along, they live the funds donation, live by the funds donation, but I should deal with their paperwork safety on the streets. Why the hell do you need them? I'm telling the same thing, but I'm being ignorant. We needed them a long time ago. Now they just sit on their asses. We can't even kill them either. But I would. Reminds me of a situation with the kids in the shoplifting malls. Sorry, but I wouldn't. Don't laugh. Sorry, but I couldn't. But I wouldn't have thought I'd hear the same complaints. And since we've been discussing the work, what do my Schneider do for a living? Well, she'll be disappointed I can't tell her one of my previous jobs. Public catering. I work at a fine dining French restaurant. Wow. Cooking's not my thing after all. I take ready to eat stuff. You'll be the cook then. Must be a walk in the park, huh? Bite me. I hate to work with people. It's fucking thankless. And every day is the same. The same route from the work and vice versa. Sick of routine. So you know what I mean? You ask me why I didn't relocate. In the most companies, if there's a complaint to an employee, the employee will either get his bonus revoked or he'll get a fine. The complaints usually go from friends of the boss in a formal way. It's a legit way to cut salary. A simple worker will never get enough money to leave the city. Wonderful. Nobody wouldn't say. I mean, it's horrible. Unfairly, yeah. Won't you please take my hand and help me get up? Come on, let's go. We got a city to learn. It got dark so fast. Do you have any idea what latitude you're in? Latitude? Gosh. We have more than 4 hours of daylight. How are you so fluent? You see, it's a classic cliche in any game or movie. A character from another world or country perfectly rattling off the language of the main character. I wasn't the one who was deprived of my mother tongue once. Besides, I can communicate with this little thing in every slang and dialect of the mortal plane. She opens her. Inside there's a sweater exposing a shimmering blue CPU-sized device. Streams of azure fluid through. Oh, let me also change my. I should also change the. Let me move my thing a little bit. Just for this. so you can see her, I guess, gestures and or emotes a little better, because I realized I was kind of blocking it off before the earlier bit. I can't even guess the nature of the technology, but frankly, I'd be scared to think of getting my hands on one. Your thing must be obsolete. The words have been in disuse for 200 years. Aren't you cunning? Nobody talks like that. I asked her to, and she still gave me the crap. So, what if now? Do you understand? That ain't even language, that just sounds. Serial numbers. Those are numbers. Apparatus remotius amateur est ed configuratio perimetris alcio tempore capit rogatum misuse momentum expirec. Can't you put it back the way it was? Russian. What's the problem with communicating without this thing? In that case, our communication would not last long. Today's people are not allowed to hear primordial language. It's beyond the realm of our nature, kinda, and it's not allowed for us to use it. And what happens? You'll die. Only one word isn't enough to corrupt the mind. Bullshit. No one... How does someone else's speech make you die? For death, or at least injuries, the frequency of the sound has to be wild. Any damnatus who tried to comprehend the primordial language doomed himself to an agonizing living out. There's been studies done on the impact and consequences. Subjects were sucked at in a remote village, and speech reception was a substitute for my primordial language. Let me think for a second. Something that, in each case, there was a growing thirst to pour out on the ground and blood, tainted by the newfound knowledge. Poor lads had layers of skin cut off, fingers bitten off. Consciousness was rejected in its own body, mistaking it for non-indigenous. After a couple days, they saw something scary, an alien in the people close to them. There have been times when eyes were squeezed out and ears were sliced open, just to avoid the hearing. But the seeing, they continued in the darkness, though. Fuck knows what damnatus find the primordial language by themselves. Maybe ours are making fun of it, even though it's forbidden. Anyway, it always ends up being suicidal. It's like a tale from the crypt. Author's note: until the early 20th century, the behavior was called possession. It is believed that evil was possessed and fought within the person. Psychosis of the kind is the result of touching knowledge and materials that do not belong to the mortal or human world. Even though the author is right. She can just read the author notes. The author is right. Anyone goes bonkers and being in contact with us, even from the time being. Author's note: Revi chose to mention the author in the game, even though she was repeatedly asked not to do so. Couldn't you tell me that earlier? No worries, I'm wearing protection. Isn't it at least as outdated as your recorder? Or did I leave it on the table? What did I even take with myself? What do you mean? So what about the movies? What movies? Since you mentioned movies, languages, cliches, what about the one you're talking about? You have any experience in it as a movie scholar? I wouldn't say share the tapes. I have like thousands of movies, but I'm only on my 5th go around. I can pay, only a tiny bit. This year of my safety was overtaken by shitty movies. I haven't watched anything in a long time besides tapes or favorite movies. Let me think. Her interests seem a little odd, and it's hard to imagine her sitting on the couch with a movie and chips. How did she get a VCR? Why tapes exactly? The technology is old as time. Don't ask, just think back to your collection of movies from your childhood. What were you watching back then? If 80s cassette tapes, Convoy is great. Repetitive on the road movie genre. I love Tough Brutal Men in the lead role, and it's pretty good for its age. I loved rewatching it. Everyone knows it, don't they? It's a popular movie. So be it. He remains my favorite. Oh, I read that in her voice. I've probably done that multiple times now, though. That's where the black truck was. Huge and noisy and black. Yeah, I love those trucks. Black ones especially. The trucker culture is something I've been impressed with ever since I was a kid. So I was definitely watching it. You see all the chrome on the cars, huh? Yep, they put it everywhere at the time of such a fashion. And now they don't? Chrome was replaced with plastic and aluminum. You're joking? It's cheaper. Humanity is incorrigible. You like chrome that much? I once had a dress with glitter like that. Off-white, cut in gold. Metal bodice with embossing. And the threads. I just don't understand why they make haulers with a short face and no chrome. Killing all the beauty, the brutality and beauty of mechanical monsters. It's because of terrain and laws. In European countries, the demolition of historic buildings is strongly opposed. So much for making short faces for narrow medieval streets. America, on the other hand, has a wide highway. Lunacy. I'd tear it all down just for the sake of developing trade routes. Put a toll on safe passage and there's your revenue stream. Europeans are obsessed with stupid laws and the environment. Income is not top priority. How? They have tons of money, and they give it away to any newcomer. Bullshit. Cross my heart, the laws are like this. Fuck, the environmental and stupid laws. I agree. We need to steal a truck. Like that. Drive it around. Like in the movie. Vacation in style. Disagree. Let's focus on verbal protest. What thefts, especially trucks? They're company property. They're tracked. How do you even drive them? Do you have a license? What kind of killjoy are you? By the way, By the way, I was inspired by the movie to splurge on new clothes. Personalized, custom, glittered, reinforced, stylish, goddamn. Exactly for us. For us? I mean, for me and my sisters. Pretty beautiful. I didn't buy anything for you. For sisters and family, I never would have guessed. I bet her sisters are even creepier. The thing is, no one ever comes to pick up the gift. Nice gesture anyway. I'm sure they'll be delighted. Oh, I think you would be friends. I don't think my neck could take another you. You shouldn't do that. Wait. Fucking fuck. Yeah? I'm out of smokes. Get some air for at least 5 minutes. I smoke because I'm nervous. Otherwise, too aggressive if I get nervous. Then, we can get ciggies at the store. I don't put any random thing in my mouth. For Schneider. It was rollies from the last of Sumerian blend. What's with the Sumerian blends? Tobacco leaf and twig trees. If she smokes, and has only smoked classic tobacco, it might be able to surprise her a bit. At uni, after a successful term, we take Tapman Red. I don't want your stupid cigarettes. Come on, at least give it a try. I insist. Well, if you insist. But those horns and those eyes, how could they? You stick out too much. Wait outside. We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention. Attention, huh? There's a tactic to divert the defending forces during a siege. So, first we throw them into the USB in the opposite wall from the entrance. It's definitely not good for us. Briefly. Now let's try to put this on. Nope, normal doesn't apply here. Call the store without thinking at all, but I'm dying to smoke. Act seriously, and don't attract too much attention. Will do. The JoJo. Not that serious. Puoi attornare molto di più con un sorrisi. Una pistola. What have I gotten myself into? I hope I'm dreaming. She's at the counter. Now I gotta fucking move my thing again. Come in, please come in. It suits her. It suits you well. Kinda cute, like it was tailored for you. Why, thank you. Look, there's music too. It's like a date. Don't you think so? And we're in fact the store employees. Are they customers? There's music playing on the speakers instead of the usual advertised speech. It shouldn't be like this. It really shouldn't. How much is your smokes worth? I've only got a couple teeth to pay. Eh? Teeth? Hideous gem encrusted teeth and memory does not fail me. Such creativity was practiced by the ancient Aztec. The teeth were drilled with sharpened needles, and the holes were sealed with a sealing compound. They had chunks of gold and minerals set in them for life, just like the teeth No need for teeth. I was planning on buying a couple packs for future use anyways. Don't sweat it. Phew. Don't want to give it away. What's with the bottles in the cardboard box? Whiskey? Scotch. Ooh. We're not buying it. Oh. Look, little canned goods. Pretty freaking cute. Who can fill up on that? It's meat, right? Regular ounces of red caviar. A delicacy after all. Booyah. You're a fish seaman. Show some respect for other people's culture. Respect eating it. You. What kind of things are these? Shiny box. Anti-pregnancy. You pop a pill and you can't have a kid. Hey. I have a story like that. And what's it about? Where to begin? Northern part of Tamari. A man my acquaintance ruled and was very reverent about matters of conception and sex. We weren't friends, but we say a few words every now and then. The harsh laws of his land were abided by responsibility. One of paragraphs obliged the husband to bring his wife head if she did not give birth. Like trading on a useless one. So my sister and I decided to prank you. We poisoned all the livestock and those lands with plague, especially strained for the animals. You get it, right? The level of discontent was already high, and then there was hunger in addition. So they rioted on him. The already miserable people have condemned us to starvation. It was hilarious in the moment. Yeah, I had to apologize later. Word the glass, most beautiful. Sent along with the pottery to him, accompanied by my temple favorite. And he forgave you? Like that? Well, he raped her, chopped her head off. Luckily, they sent her back in the glass. It's fucking awful. Why send a shipment accompanied by a poor girl? First of all, I knew you'd get a boner on her. And it was good for our union. Oh, that's yeah, it's just kind of fucked. Give her an instruction saying it, come and lean as low to the floor as possible. You'll see the breasts and you know. Secondly, he gave her a new embodiment. I tell you, the head came in handy. Scraped the semen out of his throat. Bloody plugs out of her nose. Cleaned her up good. Gave her procedures. She doesn't even remember dying. Okay. What's with the nasal plugs? Well, you wouldn't break the girl's nose for a bad blowjob. What? Of course, I screwed up too. I knew she wouldn't do anything with her mouth at her age. What? What? Disgusting. Okay, what does that have to do with anti-pregnancy? Imagine if such pills were crushed into wells, and then you could observe his brain freeze at the number of women executed. It ain't frickin' funny. Don't fuss, I fixed it. Kinda miss those times a lot. Times of lawlessness and exploitation of naive people. No. Well, more like the right order of things. Words of gratitude. Even at work, no one will even say thank you. Time and time again, she talked about her supposed glamorous past. There's a heavy burden of nostalgia. Oh, Amber Alert. There's a heavy burden of nostalgia on her shoulders. You two are absurdly alike, don't you think? What are you gonna do? I'll express my gratitude. Well, I was about to say thank you for your reason to buy cigarettes. With your droopy face, you can only read out wills. And she's unhappy. It's just like that. I used to do teachings in justice and on punishment. I was given ear, asked for advice. That's when one's own importance was felt. Your rep only needed a word of thanks, unlike the others. How little you needed for happiness. That's right, I'm pretty humble. There were times when gratitude was nice, also expressed with food, stones, body parts, which is nice. But it's the fact of application that counts. Understand? When was that ever considered acceptable? It's totally inadequate. Adequate or adequated with the credences and the offerings. You should be happy she doesn't need sacrifices. Means kind. Do you believe it yourself? And everyone found themselves in creation, lived by labor and clear guidelines. Those were beautiful days. As far as I know, bloody wars were fought in ancient times with guts wrapped around the spears. What kind of creation can you talk about? Don't piss me off, Forsheener. There was no guts fighting in my territory. And why is that? I'll tell you everything. At the best part, well, if you pour a little bit of single malt in me, no way. A tiny little drop. I can't. Please. No. And take away that idle look. I haven't had whiskey poured in me for 100 years. What if I showed you my boobs? That's a low blow. Hold on. Maybe. Well, if you allow me to take a pic. No, wait. It's illegal to sell alcohol everywhere. Oh boy, you missed a chance to squeeze a terrible tragedy for a young guy. It's not up to me. It's like alcohol-related crimes are on the rise. So they put restrictions into place. Meh. Stupidest law ever made. We should execute the lawmakers. No, I'm serious. We'll both be executed by the cashier if he sees you're sitting. Don't mind. He's in the storeroom, talking on the phone about Venera. Is that who I think it is? Venera is the name of a sexually transmitted disease like syphilis, hepatitis, and gonorrhea from dirty, unprotected sex. Dirty, wild, public. Yeah, kinda. Till shaking in legs, I guess. Nothing but sex on your mind. Of the two of us, you're the only one with sex on your mind. Get out from the cash register already. Whoa. You know what I just realized? You mean fish. You're gonna actually go in the snowbank. Come back. You mean what? I'm hungry. Gotta move the thing. Move it back. What if I just move it here? That looks like a good spot for it. just to come out of the store. Then I didn't want to. Buy me something. Oh, I cannot. Even if I... Might as well, okay. Well, what do you want to eat? Children. Children. Who do you think I am? They were barely even eaten. What? I'd always eaten sizzling, juicy pieces of cow with garnish of a thick mixture of crushed grated mango. Maybe a couple more white flour nindas and dipped in the meat juice. And I'd have a barley beer with a couple of handfuls of fresh saffron. I haven't eaten anything in a week. Fresh saffron? This is just flour. Even in a cold beer, it would open up nicely. But do they still make barley beer? Rice beer exists, and for some reason, with a hot steak, I'm ready for any drink. Beer? I mean meat? And a piece of cow like steak? A piece of cow. I get it. But which part? Is there a difference? Dramatically different flavor, satisfied saturation. Just tear a bloody piece of meat with your teeth and get high from defeating the murdered ones? What? That's it? What are you, a barbarian? What are you, a princess? You turn your back on food? Steaks are a whole whole culture. Fuck culture. A dish that requires shish. Stop swearing. Anyway, there's no money for beef either. What's the point of arguing? Be patient with munchies. And I just wanted to say thanks for the Ziggies. You're welcome. What's that tone? To think about it, I have forgotten the gift. I haven't gotten a gift in a long time. I really don't remember. Not a single gift since the exile. What a strange girl. Why is that? Is that impossible? The value of sacrifice reflects the sincerity of their giver's desire. Like, I admire people who sacrifice their last when they want it badly enough. And I love glitter in general, gold especially. A worthy sacrifice. What do you need gold for? Not for bizarre shopping sprees, surely. Hey, are you even listening to me? The coins shine like high sun. And the more gold, the brighter the spears of light. And I imagine the whole mountain of different types of gold and gems. Can't take my eye off it. Yeah, I get it. It's like a fucking dragon. People would give their shirt and back just to sit on a pile of useless metal. The offering can be anything, actually. My sister, for example, adored children. That's the kind of sister you have. And I can't stand the taste of sweet fatty meat at all. Wait. But salty on the bones with odor of blood. That's a whole different conversation. Don't think. And here, take the accessory away. If disguise is no longer required, you can keep it. A gift. Yeah. I forgot I brought this cosplay kit. Oh, try it on. I didn't buy it for myself. For my ex. Thank God I didn't have time to give it that animal. So I was right. The story of a broken heart down in tears is coming. Totally fucked up conversation topic. Well, what's the big deal? I told you a lot about myself, now it's your turn. I'll tell you on the way. And still, would you break a girl's nose for a blowjob? No. Why did they break it? You're asking me now? Maybe you want to try to cap after all. I said no. But in the story you can't... So subconsciously you would like to try it for yourself. You're getting on my nerves. What the hell's going on? There's no catch. She's walking around, tells tall tales. Even now in the background she's passionately telling something. Just an ordinary girl. If she wanted to attack, she could have attacked a long time ago. Would have attacked. You remember high school? Yeah, there's something attractive about female violence. I even enjoyed being beaten by girls. What the fuck? Author. Character. Thin pale hands delivering punches strong enough for hemotatamus, but strong enough for unconsciousness. To obey someone weaker than you, to tolerate violence, to listen orders, to think nothing. But I was in the ladies' room while you're being kicked. Oh wow, what the fuck? I wonder how hard she hits. And I imagine two flying blades, twin blades, kind of glued together by rib stiffeners. Of course they can't act, they don't have time to react. So I left these scars as a memory of weakness, and fucked up the entire yucca. Yo. Lights in the windows, see? They grow weed. Beautiful, goddamn. You're lucky to live in a place like this. Fucking lucky. What are you people using these days? What are they raving on? Your slang is killing me. Well, when I was in high school, Afghani was selling in the windows. Now it's all about synthetic everywhere. Nexus, crystal, meth, butyrate, Ames, flak, Dexys, ecstasy, acid, opium, snow, skag, trammy. Fuck. List of the components of... Heard of some? How do we mix? We're not mixing anything. And we're always mixing. You'll be knocked off like crap. I've even seen the aftermath, trust me. Sometimes walking to school I had to step over bodies on the stairs. Lying among bottles and syringes, everyone thought they were asleep. But it turned out they'd be dead since yesterday. You're screwing it up again. I thought you were going to ask me something. Oh? Exactamundo. Like about your insides, your crushing feeling. When the first minute I can feel Islam inside, something lethal. Something similar to the consequences of primordial language. Islam is a negative and irreversible change in personality as a result of extreme stress, pain, or touching. You kind of been maimed by your fate for years. Usually lonely, not telling anyone about the mental torment, keep everything to themselves. And here's the result. So what does it do? Islam eats away at the inside, only leaving a gray shell of their personality. Life fades away, surroundings become abstract. The logical of action is lost. But I can help you find out what caused Islam. It's improper for us to complain about difficulties, especially for a man. You're gonna laugh and or be judged. It's better to keep quiet. Nonsense. Heartache needs to be shared with someone. You need to care and source a calm and warmth in the cold ocean of life. Rev. In the cold ocean of life, I am the Titanic. And no one needs me, certainly not here. I see. Matters at the heart, after all. The recipe for recovering here is all same for men. Go to a brothel, find consolidation in flesh. But let me keep an eye on a little. What brothel? Stimulate yourself and fall in love with your new flame. That's not the point. Fight fire with fire. Look, I don't mind loving someone, but an honest love, a clear love, no lies. But it lives only on paper, in movies, in anime. In reality, however, love doesn't exist without passion. And there can be no external passion, hence no external love. So what's the point, so what's the point of loving? Its destructive outcome overrides any euphoria of falling in love. You know, they hurt me, your words. I still love you. Aww. You and I have been married since the beginning of time. Don't you remember our clearing by the river? How? How did we even? How did we meet? I don't remember anything. You gave me a handful of mangoes and started telling me about the Ibis's wandering by the shore. The main thing I had a wife. If this is true, then... you should have seen your face. Shut up. Well, I was going to say something similar, but you were so sweet about love, I couldn't resist. Anyway, apparently something painful happened to you recently. And I'm ready to listen. Okay, so she's bullshit. I thought it was like actually going to be like past life shit. Already listened, thanks. Stop sulking. Everyone needs to understand, needs an understanding, bro. And people won't understand you. They don't want to understand you. I will. The whole thing is suspicious. I just thought you'd help me out with some advice for the cigarettes I brought. When you help, I'm not a tall chick with horns at all. What's your interest in delving into the problems of becoming a hard worker? You're not just trust me. Sharing personal stuff is like putting a target on your back. Every attempt to pour out my heart was shattered by the wall of incomprehension. My problems were devalued, even at the closest, or by the closest. She has no reason to set me up, and frankly, I already trust Revy more than I trust any human being. There's only one thing that bothers me. We'll save. We'll go friends in love. Between friends in love and family. I used to get very attached to people, to good attitudes. You know, the kind of naive, romantic, trusting guy who believes in all good things. Disgusting. Don't interrupt me. I only had 2 friends who graduated together and enrolled in the same department, living in a dorm at university. Fucking amazing guys, for real. Known each other for over 6 years, been through a whole bunch. Whoa, 6 years? Anyway, first I found out they were stealing money from me. But I'm a good guy, so we joked and forgot about it. And then I found they were double barreled. They double barreled my only girlfriend. Wow. On my own bed, I couldn't imagine. The whole junior year while I was in lectures. Even more disgusting. No one deserves how I describe. No need to describe how I felt. I got tons of overdue assignments, couldn't pass it, and I didn't even get money for payoffs. I was expelled. There's more. During that year, they were playing tabletop games quite often, or strolling together at nights. They weren't calmly looking into my eyes and giggling among themselves, like I was a stranger to them. Later, she said that the fear of being detected by someone was making her very excited. By the way, they continue to study there. Fuck, you gotta avenge them. Like how? Kill them. You have every right to do it. Kill them. You do remember the feeling at that moment. The feeling of anger, the desire to kill everyone who was in that room. You can't do that. The only thing you can't do is forgive them. The only thing you can't do is forgive them for a stranger. Let it slide, and everyone will disrespect you and use you. May they live and remember about it. They all have bad consequences. Bad consequences? What if they don't? What if your lady is fucking you with your ex-friend and moaning right now? Bitch. They don't care about the past. The only thing they remember about is how they used your clothes and got rid of the sweat and cum, and it makes them giggle. Enough, please. The past should be left behind. You should forget about and move on. Why does it still hurt me? Her touches, her voice, her cute talks of gifts exchanged with each other. You just gave yourself to the others, your smile and moans, and again the memories about correlate with gagging and trachycardia. Hate it. I don't deserve it. Yeah. Forget about it, you say. And the spasm of the cardiac muscle must be in the heart. Must be a heart attack at 25. Relax now. Her claw hand touched me and I felt her warmth go through my whole body. Wow, everything became so bright in one moment. What kind of magic is that? I just warmed up my blood vessels and boosted the circulation and to lower catecholamic levels. Should help with the spasm. Not magical at all. Have you ever heard about the concept of eternal loneliness? Nah. To put it simply, the real you exists only in your head. No one understands you more than yourself. No one sees your true identity. You always have the fake one for conversations. The true identity will always stay hidden. The eternal loneliness. Sounds creepy. On the contrary, the fake identity takes the rap, while in loneliness, the real you can rest. At these moments, while the potential is high, you must create, think, and write. I lived that for years, sitting in the cave. It gives some antique school vibes. Once I came up with this one and it hit everyone. There's no harm in loneliness. While you're at peace with yourself. Have to learn how to be at peace with myself. You know, the usual, I'm indifferent to hard luck stories of damnatus. But it's not fair that you've been through such horrible things. A noble man, full of heavenly thoughts. Do you remember how you helped an old man as a result? Was it late to lecture? Haha, I do. It was goofy. You even gratuitously gave your own clothes to me. So? So you think the world gave you credit for your kindness? It shouldn't actually. It shouldn't actually. I'm just naive and a kind fool, and I realized it a long time ago. You are a fool for sure. You won't change anything with that attitude like that. There is nothing I can change. I accept the impossibility of having a new life a long time ago. Wherever I am, the burden of my past won't let me live peacefully. She won't understand me. She's not even human. Oh yeah, she's not human. So, as you are happy to get the gifts from me, can I ask you a question? Of course. I want to know the answer to a question I'd been contemplating for so long. What's the meaning of life? Huh? Are you sure? I wanted to ask if I wasn't sure of something. Our life is entirely about making goals and creating the ways of achieving them. Our meaning in essence of it lies in all our efforts. And that's it. That's it? Was that... I'm not sure if that was part of me, but I don't want to look at the logs. And what about the... to live to the fullest and to live for science, spiritual wealth? These are goals too. Well, to make goals and achieve them in an endless cycle. It's simple, but logical. Ask her about the secrets of the pyramid's construction. No, the response is incomplete. What if... I mean... If I have neither goals nor desire to achieve something? What if I have neither... Alright, yeah. What if I just what if I'm just fucking tired of thinking of how to live and why I should live at all? It has become extremely hard to wake up. All of the damn sadness. Just kill yourself then. Just kill yourself? Death is also a goal in its own choice. It's only up to you. Will be no thinking, no mind fucks, nothing. No suffering, no problems, no people. Maybe that's what I want. You mean there's no afterlife after dissolution in the void? Then life has no meaning at all? I told you. The meaning of life lies in the efforts, here and now. You'll live in the life allowed for you, and you'll dissolve, like anyone who lived before. Something should remain. Well, I had that chat with a guy like you once. In the times of yore. He saw the world like how we do. Bright, tangible, full of different sounds. Oh, my bad. Ugh. He inhaled the same air, he dealt with problems and worked hard. But a century had passed and he died. His problems became nothing, his money was given away, and his feelings dissolved into time. You'll meet the same fate. How should I say it? The demon stands in front of me. A direct proof of the afterlife. Meh, stop it. You're the same creatures we're the same creatures after all. The functional is different though. There are no demons, no angels. There are no beautiful pasture lands where a dead granny is waiting for you. I thought paradise is an endless city. And millions of dead damn natives are having a blast up there, yep. They're all getting dissolved, that's it. No one needs you out there. And no one needs me here. And there. The most common scenario. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I thought at least the afterlife will be fun. Give me a cigarette. the animation. Kiris? And don't be sad, for Schneider. Wanna know something? But it's a secret. I'm listening. Your kind was the best from the ground up. Top of the line, perfect creatures with reproductive function. We were watching admirably when with braided breath. My glasses. But the fate turned the tables. Now I am the coolest. You suck at cheering up. You like cigarettes? Tarkibi Tarkele Huskakur. Your gram is broken. Damn. I said the ingredients are strange as hell, but the smoke is thick. The filter tip is nice, sweet. I like it. Have to buy a few packs to make an extensive review. Well, here's one for Tapman. For me, the smell of tobacco and cherry is associated with rebellion and youth. And with a cheap wine I was drinking at the stairs in the middle of August, the wine was dry to bring out the sweet taste of the cigarette. They are sweet because of the filter tips are dipped in in syrup. I was about to say cough syrup. And to add cherry scent, it feels like you're eating a cupcake. Take a puff and watch the snow fall. There's something in it. Like you accept fate with resignation, you know? The problems, decisions, are ahead of you. Bad memories you forgot all about. You don't even need to think about the fact that smoking in the cold weather will destroy your throat. It's like standing on the railway and watching the train coming towards you. Huh. Is it bad to smoke in cold weather? You'll damage your breathing. Whoa. So sweet. Her silhouette had a romantic charm in the light of the street lamps. Tall, thin neck and pale skin. An onlooker would ask yourself, am I really so dumb and blind? Am I really can't see all her maliciousness that she hides behind her kindness? I see it. I feel it. But if she is evil, why are there snowflakes shining on her horns? Do you know what's the right way of smoking? What are you talking about? There's our way of smoking. Ours. Oh, that's cool. Let me move my thing just so you can kind of see her shadow image right there. That's pretty cool. Delve into wisdom. Take a puff and make it the first exhale through the nose. Merely you see the smoke, open your mouth, release the rest. Once it smolders to ash, chew out the rest of it to clean your teeth with. Clean your teeth with ash. It gives you a cool smell of smoke in your breath. Do you realize that no one chews cigarette butts? So hard to please. Why did you wilt? I'll suggest you use nothing if you don't like it. Did you tell the truth? About the obscurity of death, about the void. Don't you believe me? I do, but why? You live, make plans, and suddenly you tumble down on the ice, and that's all. What do you want to know? Will the chicks with the huge racks jerk your schmeat in heaven? No. It's just kinda not right and unjustified. Oh, you think so? Yeah, I do think so. Unjustified, huh? Believe it or not, but damnatus have always demanded for justice. Territorial, personal, you name it. Once they got it, they asked for more, and in rejection, they reveled and abjured. They felt distinguished, favored in this reality, like we owned them, the goods. I feel like that's a little weird text there. They exiled us with groundless anger, sputtered with pride, boasting of the newfound freedom. But then their children started to die, their mothers, and wars and elements devoured their houses. They wept. What for? Where is the injustice? Or where's the justice? Right here. There are always consequences of the actions. That's the law. And the absence of the afterlife, or life after death, is part of that justice. They shouldn't have fucked with us. Now they miserably live, and once they die, they're beneficial. This is so? This is hilarious. I like to imagine it just changes as soon as it fucking goes to hard text. They exiled us, got what they wanted, and now what? They live in misery, following their stupid created rules, and once they die, nothing. Absolute. I want to do like a deeper voice, but I don't think I can just pull it off. Absolute injustice. I don't have the voice range, but maybe later down the years when we do more visual novels like this, I'll be able to like throw my voice. You're seeing it too. Progression, chaos. The chaos that brings absolute meaninglessness and just unjustified death to those who don't deserve it. That's the justice. She's a fucking psychopath. Completely inhumane logic. To bring the punishment for actions of forebears unfair. Yeah. The rebellions against Revi's kind led to vanishing of moral norms. And now any injustice is the justice. How is that connected? Well, considering the exile of the creatures, there's no one left to oversee the world order. Words. You've been talking about the amazing past throughout the whole walk. Where did the deaths and exiles, all the creepiness come from? Indeed, I was there. For there were more humans, new people without any protector, greedy of other lands. They wiped out settlement by settlement. Unfortunately, my dearest settlement was among them. When I returned to it, all I found was dismembered inhabitants and children's skeletons on the bonfire. They were the nicest people. Surely they were begging me to come and save them, while being butchered and burned alive. I was asleep in my cave. And that's why you were exiled? Well, my kind was being murdered, but with mixed results. Like we're evil. And the evil must be eliminated. You know the rest. That was how I, in a 50-ton concrete block, met. Oh. Don't tell me you were killed too. Well, obviously she is implying that. Nah, they missed. Otherwise, I'd be a blood spot underneath the sand. That's the point of no return. There was no place for us anymore. I've been always trying to think positively, but... And where did the positive thinking get you into? Into cold apartment loneliness. If you want to if you want to achieve the goals you've been telling me about, moving careers, you must play by the rules of this world. And this world doesn't have any justice. It's irrational. It's just hammerous. You feel me? She has ruthless logic, but it has sense. There is no justice in this world. Birth, roulette, death, coincidence, cigarettes, taken away. What should I do then? How can I change my life? Oh. What are you ready to give in exchange? Everything flashed in my head. I'm sure anyone will answer that like that, but for the moment I second my thoughts, particularly in the degree of adequacy in my companion. It seems she doesn't want to hurt me, but I know there's nothing about her either. I just wish the days would stop being a series of the same picture. How much is it in cigarettes? So you want to change your life? I shouldn't have said that. Now it seems like I'm selling my soul to her. Fuck, she's gonna pervert my desires and use it to kill me. I've seen it in movies. You know what? To relocate would be fine. Just don't. Too late to fuss. I don't know what is that. Sag. What? 1-2 check. Now we'll know if she has messed with the dose. Come here, man. Your entity is mine. My entity is yours. You are giving... Well, there's only one choice, so I guess we'll... revoice every single word I say. Revy is the dopest, and she deserves improved housing. Revy is the dopest, and she... It really works. It blushes me. A perfect candidate, alone, forgotten by everyone. No one will seek you. No. You don't understand what is being what you asking, you fool. Money and power won't make you happy. I don't know what that is. Veritably, you have to get control of yourself. You have to get free. He has an enormous level of emanation. No man has such a level you can be proud of yourself, or you can be proud of yourself. And he also gave me the nicest thing and bought me a pack of smokes. I think I'm in love. How can I help him? What would my big sister do? I want to choke on his dick. Empty it. Ream body. Well, damn. It's save. I gotta save. What to do? REM body. What does REM body entail? I want. Okay. Well, I tried. I was hoping for demon segs, but no. Why am I thinking of it? That's not the point. Powers guide me. I still want I still want segs. I never do such a thing. A foolish act of dominance disgusts me. Powers guide me. What if I do it again? I would never do such a thing. Okay. I tried. I tried, chat. We tried demon segs, but it did not work. Rembody. Does he deserve it? I guess I'm not sure if it is even her that's talking. Does he deserve it? It's not a bad idea, though. The procedures aren't a problem. I haven't done it in a while. I need to get ready. And what am I supposed to put? Am I supposed to put him in my house? He's a man. Sister told me that they stink badly. Pascal wouldn't be happy about it. I've changed my mind, though. I zoned out for a second. Feels like I've been molested. No dimes in my pocket. About leaving this hellhole. How do you check your pockets? What is that? Oh. That's just I thought I could like interact if I clicked on the eye, but it's just a get rid of the HUD. For Schneider, we're almost like family. We'll figure something out. Do you have any other interesting places in the city? We can come inside the entrance hall if you want, to get warm at least. He really allures the first girl he met into his apartment. I will not let you inside my apartment. He'll take me by the neck and pin me against the wall. Come. Is that an order? So childish. Can't go through the parking lot, too much snow. The only way is through the back alleys. While we're at it, I'll show her the creepy art like. I guess so. I also gotta fucking move my thing. Cause she's right there. Move it back over here. It's fine though. There's a chance we'll run into problems. A big chance. You're gonna protect us, right? Me? I won't do it. As you said so. But if there is somebody on our way, I got a plan for that. We're not gonna throw cars at people. Then there's another. She was really intent on doing it. My sister taught me a cool trick. It's way effective at night. Huh? I realize. But would the invincibility work on Nymphalesi? What the fuck? Her face. No fucking way. The range is a few meters, but I keep practicing. Take it away, please. It's freaking disgusting. I'm wasting what I learned. It's time to go through the wooden door. Look through the window. Not an ounce of seriousness. Ugh. Just follow my trails. Otherwise, you'll fall into the snowbank. I stepped in a snowbank. Unbelievable. You might at least pick up the lady in your arms. The ice is cracking beneath you. It's soft snow. How do you feel, by the way? Any unusual desires? How do you feel, by the way? Or headaches? Yeah, that's the same. I'm fine. But considering where we're at, there's a desire to turn back. That arc, kind of creepy. A little bit of suspense would be a nice touch. A place is scary. Or that place is scary. For the past 10 years, this arc, 2 girls were raped and butchered. Why? Fuck, revenge, I guess? The first one was stabbed with a screwdriver. The second was strangled to death with a cord. I know about it since they were both from our cohort in school. Oh, from a cohort. From a cohort at school. The betrayers haven't been found yet. The last arc has become infamous. It's been hard to breathe in here. There's the extreme way of the sex where a girl's strangled until she passes out, and then she's brought back into the normal, and it goes again and again. Like spasms during asphyxia lead to a wild orgasm, and the victim couldn't resist after a couple of pass outs. I shouldn't. I didn't want to know. So that means you. Nah. I'd heard all that stuff from QB while I was buying some munchies. I heard all the stuff from QB's. I'm actually not into any sex, especially any fucked up fetishes. Lying at this point. Trust me, I was exploring the topic in detail, using the videotapes I have. Porn tapes. You even have this? Yep, I've gotten a few in my collection. Explosive anal sex with a teen and something else that I can't recall name, but they lubed it up with blood and fucked her. Oh, the other guy. Stop. There was a foreplay first of all, like boobs, spanking, handling, simulation. Then the glass was shoved up and oh. Can we not talk about this kind of stuff in this place of all things? Hard to please, Killjoy. It's you. You don't deserve any sense of delicacy. Young girls were brutally murdered, schoolgirls, as you can say. No drinks, no bawdry. That's fucked. Warned you that I'm not the best companion. How do you know how do you even do for entertainment? Any hobbies? Not Killjoy ones. She quickly switches over from a strangely cute and abusive, proudful pout. Well, physical chemistry. Whatever. Or whatever. Having been expelled, I've decided that I'm going to spend the rest of my life watching anime. I've always wanted to dive into it, but there was no time. Sounds like a good hobby for losers just like me. I even got my hands on 2 visual novels. It couldn't get worse. How could she even know about it? Or what the hell are you even know about it? Actually, I like to play unpretentious games in the evenings. Games? Video games. You have a computer, haven't you? Or you have a computer, haven't you? Everybody has it. Once I even got my hands on these. How were they? IBM PC, yeah? Know it? Who doesn't? IBM company, an embodiment of corporate culture, produces supercomputers and works only with the government. I'm discussing video games, computers, and anime with a girl. Don't forget to talk about the anime figurines. As she was human, she'd already find a weird wanker and stop talking. Recommend a game. Are you serious? Yes. Recommend game. I don't know how appropriate it is to recommend anything for your PC. I played Mood not so long ago. It strikes hard. I stopped playing where the protagonist is telling about how he's playing Mood not so long ago, and he stopped playing where the protagonist has been telling about how he played Mood, and that the guy stopped playing Mood where the protagonist had been telling about how he plays Mood. It's called recursion. It's not the only one in this game. The game is like a book, a dynamic and interesting text, and the story has some vibes. But to be frank, lately I don't want to do anything. Don't want to study or play or read. the last maybe a couple years. If we met earlier, I would have taught you how to really party. I'm sure you wouldn't have tried. I'm sure you haven't tried pressed locust juice with hydraulic acid. It's poisonous. You're crazy. My sister made grim mixtures of herbs and minerals. The sorrow will vanish as if magic. Any sadness will disappear. She keeps referring to her sisters so often it seems like seems strange not seeing them around her. Should I ask her about them? Or is that a personal thing? By the way, I can't cook anything. I mentioned it earlier. It's not about the mixtures. So we've been discussing my burdens. What about yours? Bet you have no guts to share. Huh, you mean reveal my secrets? Piece of cake. Come on, hit me. I wanted to touch the horns. Save. Something unusual. I'll ask about love. Here comes a clapback. Love? Have you ever been in a relationship? Ha, you goddamn right. To be honest, not particularly. The thing is, the thing is, there's almost nothing to laugh about. The first love is magnificent. You won't forget it. And after that, it's just. My first love was run over by a car. Guess guess you were more lucky. Nah, it didn't work out. My father wouldn't approve of such a relationship. I can't imagine her as a sweet child who listens to her father. The second love ended pretty fucking roughly. It's like I dealt with an excessively bloody way. You told me fetishes are not your thing. What does that have to do with fetishes? Or what does that have to do with fetishes? I was simply used to others, by the others, and not even in the bedroom. There was not a single time I was used in the bedroom. I just found out the truth about him, about them, and something inside me just clicked. Guess what? That bitch lied to my face. What happened? The story's pretty fucked up. You want the short version or... the long one. I know for a long one. I found a letter. My darling wanted to escape in the company of an unknown madam with a sack full of silver. This was my silver, I remind you. That was a long time ago. Of course it was, you dumbass. I don't remember. Maybe about 6,800 or 7,100 years ago. The stream of time mixed together for a long time. Don't interrupt me at all. In short, the letter he complained to her was all about feminine enough to and in general creepy. And he tried to and he was tired of pretending that everything was fine. He also wrote that I was importunate. I gave him no peace. That's not true, you agree? Then she bursted in, his girlfriend. She wanted to take the letter, I suppose. I peered in, too, and understood. It was my apprentice. Holy. So, what did you do? They died together. True love. I shall not be discarded by my own apprentices. I was expecting more... I was expecting stories of wifehood, like marriage, couple, children. Heh. The only thing you were expecting to know is if I'm a virgin or not. I've never been before Schneider. I have no ovary, no womb, no periods. Stop. It's all about your character. No, no one could rub along with you. So, say what? You begged me to flash my boobs, and you called me a sweetheart. And now you you couldn't rub along. I did not beg for the boobs. Just a pic. Listen, it's different. I mean, to live under the same roof, a clash of characters. I also had pleasant experiences of love with a young cultivator. Cultivator? You're about to complain again. No, I just... For your information, women don't care about status. They care about strong hands, muscular bodies, and if a man is a good talker. You see, a man like this, and you think, how he picks you up, pins me against the wall, he wraps your legs around his waist, how he kisses you on the neck, and how you are soaking wet, waiting for it. No, you should get over with those porn tapes. Delve into wisdom, don't get smart. Memorizing. Memorizing, was that it? So I was wandering in the future when I met him. I started walking and suddenly there was chemistry like we'd known each other for 100 years, yeah? I thought, damn, he's a man with a cock which they can put in there. And that was nothing like me, I swear. We were bathing in the mountain river, saying poems, and then... Skip the details, please. Oh. Is that a glimpse of jealousy, eh? That was a long time ago. And he died of pneumonia a month later. The last one who fucked her was alive 100 years ago. How's that even possible? Well, she's a demon. Considering the absence of reproductive system, there might be low libido. So we're both unsuccessful husband and wife. You wouldn't be the first. Blew the buzz, huh? Need like a hole in the head. Or needed like a hole in the head. And marriage, fuck it. To obey someone, somebody to live together and all that crap. So what's your problem then? You think I can trust people after those incidents? Much less love? To lose a girlfriend and friends in a moment wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So what? Weren't there any other fish in the sea? Listen, whatever the lady you lost, there's a 100% chance you met the cooler one you didn't dare of dreaming of. Not cooler than me, of course, but they're still your ex. Or better than your ex. No esoteric here. You're just changing, so do your standards of perfection. Thanks for the advice. Usually people make shitty jokes instead of being supportive. Don't have time to think. Quiet. Curveball. Do you feel someone's presence? Seems like it. I see a kind of dark silhouette with red eyes. Fool, I'm serious. Looks like there's a ghost around. Or it looks like there's a ghost around. It's bad timing. Ghost. That's a fairy tale. And you don't doubt the existence of QB? What do you have to do? What does that have to do with your cubes? I don't want to do any catching right now, so we'll just pass it by. The ghosts themselves are not dangerous, but if you find one, I don't even know. You should let me know, but you'd better run. The appearance of a ghost here is unnatural, as the primordial language. So there's werewolves, vampires, skinwalkers. Don't come out and don't come out at night at all. Night call. What the fuck was that? Don't answer. Don't answer with creepypasta lines. Duke through the spy door. Spy door. A dozen or so may be left roaming the world no more. And skinwalkers? Mimics were exterminated even earlier. So they existed. Cigarette? For your nerves. I'm good. I wouldn't worry about vampires if I were you. Statistically speaking, 90% of missing people are found, right? And where does the other 10% go? Do you know? What's that about? There are creatures more dangerous than ghosts. Their beings are human, but their minds, much less the appearance. It's not always like this. Ruthless to those that they were externally thirsty, insane at times. Living in plain sight, but imperceptible. Come on, it's creepy already enough. Stop it. Believe it or not, but to never peer into empty windows. You're kidding. Who knows? Who knows? Funny to you. Let's go to the entrance hall already. Ah, damn, it's all dirty. Oh, I got dirt all over the car. A little soapy water and it'll come off. We'll break his glass and we'll know. Yeah, let's do it. Anyways, putting always putting the hood pie out front. He excuses himself by saying his wife is a disabled person. Justice! This house is gorgeous, and the wall ornament is interesting. Oh no, it's mold. Don't step in the tiles in the vestibule. Why not? The intercom's broken. Boozers came by, here to take a piss. Oh. Again, at the entrance hall, again, a sickly stench makes my head spin. Blood, vomit, piss, and shit. Nothing but filth. The world is disgusting. The people are disgusting. But Revy gave me hope for a change in the... Rev? What on earth are you? Incest orgies. The ego is wild, and literally everyone warned. Are you even listening to me? Your name? Revy. I know. Doesn't sound old-mannered at all. More like abbreviation or a nickname. Yes, it is. Nice little acronym. You have to admit, you have a way of communicating. Allow me to get your full real name. It's inappropriate to ask such a question. It's about the age. Geez, and the name. Something like... I don't know what that is. And I can't copy and paste that. I'm sure chat will put it in comments or tell me. Rivolium duelum. Revi pulled the memory of the most frequent address to her, most likely something in the ancient dialect of the first states, and more likely mispronounced so many years later had passed. Go figure. It looks familiar, but it doesn't. Hell nah. I don't think so. This is your house, isn't it? No. Or not the entrance hall itself, but the apartment on the 5th, yeah. It used to look more decent than this, and even seemed cozy. On the stairs were often groups of people with guitars. No one littered, everyone lived in friendship. I understand. QB always ruined everything. Yeah, exactly. Have you decided how you're gonna get out of your situation? My situation? Change your life, get out of here. Oh, why me? I thought you said that you were gonna help me. Really? It's a bust. Make her help you. Use her knowledge and opportunity for yourself. I've realized what I want. I want to live like you. Huh? Stable job, your own place to live, friends and family. I don't deserve to rot here. Don't deserve to be humiliated by garbage. I'm better than them. I'm smarter than them. I deserve better. Finally, you have the right mindset. I have an idea. But I will ask for a gift in return. Yeah? Cut up for me on the credence of 3-year-old ram, a heifer, and a goat. It's not time for jokes. Killjoy, it's a killjoy! Isn't your living for something gonna work anymore? Living today with a belief in a happy tomorrow can be a belief until old age. You gotta move, take risks. I'll do anything for my goal. Alright, don't fuss. Let me smoke first and then I'll decide. Oh, that's cute. I smoke such cigarettes in the sauna. Half an hour, half a pack. Can't do anything. So yummy. And stop chewing the buds. Don't want to go back to the sector so bad. Scoff at you is so is that supposed to be like a she scoffs at you? Scoff at you so much more entertaining, or scoffing at you such much more entertaining. Is your vacation already over? I have to prepare for the promo. I want to make a bar counter with a badass lighting. My home is a mess. Have to clean it after 3 years of hermit life. Have to take a shower, put on creams, trim the claws, you know. And why are you so sad? And why are you so sad? I don't like cleaning. You'll leave and I'll be alone again. Back to the circle. Are you dropping a hint that we should French kiss like in romantic stories? I thought your hot lips would make me stay here and be your wife. Alluding to your unwillingness to return to pathetic reality. So touching. Well, I'm sure any girl would make you happier in bed before leaving in the end. But it's total lack of dignity to give one on the first date. Oh, hold on. Oh. Alright, sorry about that, chat. Knock at the door. Burgers are ready. I didn't realize it's already been 2 hours. I've been enveloped in the story. It's another thing if you get dimes for sex. But shiny and without scratches. Rev, back to the topic. How should I make a fresh start? In short, the idea of moving in any new dating crap, forget it. Why is that? Islam. It won't allow you to find a soulmate. People feel it and instinctively avoid the bearers. No matter how cute you try to be, your broken gut makes it impossible for any relationship to work out. That's why I surprised you. I was surprised by your reaction to me. My Islam is stronger than yours, and you don't even try to run away. Fucking hell, on what now? Relax. I told you I'd help. You'll have a new life, a new place to live. Not a single catch. Will you be my pen pusher? How's that? You'll be doing paperwork and ordering stuff. You're a smart fella, huh? Almost like me. So you'll be dealing with it. And I will be chilling on the couch next to my brand new bar. I could only dream of a job like that. I'll let you stay in a in a box room. I'll let you stay in a box room till your first salary, then you'll leave, okay? I can't stand strangers in my home. Okay, I guess. And you're giving me 20% of your income for the mentor service. Also, you come to my crib, you bring munchies. Sounds like usury. Aren't you content with my kindness? No, I'm in. And moving and working in a whole new world, a new chance. You'll get a new body, you'll forget about diseases and about aging, and some procedures will be performed. Her procedures raise concerns, especially after her stories. What about the law? We have a free and logical world with comprehensible focus. You live how you want, but you don't bother anyone. Sounds like a fairy tale. Have to grab some stuff and... When are we relocating? I'm so glad to hear that. Now kill yourself. Huh? I'll catch you there. Wait, what are you talking about? There's no... Where's the portal? Everything has its own price. To get a new life, you have to give up the old one. Maybe you black me out with magic or something. You should die with your own hand or by your own hands. Want to see it? It's one thing to swallow pills out of emotion or cut wrists, but it's another thing to die for real. Oh, come on. What do you mean, come on? Did you even die once? Nuh-uh. Listen, your ancestors have created tons of quick ways to kill yourself. You could jump from a roof, for example. Imagine there's a soft trampoline waiting for the bottom. You won't even have time to feel anything. It's now or never. Only the fear of the unknown is what's stopping me from suicide. But it's different now. To change the sad days without glimpsing joy of a chance to get a new life in society, that's way better than the humans. There's nothing to think about. But will you put your dream on the line in the hands of the one who may who may not only fulfill it, but also destroy it in a split second. Is the risk worth it? It never got any easier. I'll change my life, no matter what. Damn, I'm dying for sandwiches. What kind of sandwiches at a time like this? Swap life for dream life. Swap. Do you know? We'll save. I want to say yeah, just because I feel like it'd work out. I feel like I need to shoot my shot and become a primordial. I'm ready, but the fear strikes me narrow. Oh damn! Why do you agree? What have I got to lose? Worst case scenario, I die. No one's gonna miss me. Just, I want to be able to come back, eat sandwiches. No problem. And don't worry, you have a personal guarantee for a new life for me. Before I could blink, she vanished. Darkness into a formless nothing. A smell of cherry cigarettes separate my life into before and after. Think of it. These heavy thoughts. These tears? I was about to say tears. These tears at night, hating myself every second. It's about to end. I'm hardly going over reasons to continue life for reason, but I can't find them. Years wasted, but it's only gonna get worse. Unfairly. I did not hesitate to help anyone, or everyone, sacrificing myself entirely to the interests of others. And in gratitude, you kicked me to the curb, forgetting me forever. Failed husband, scholar, friend. Now everything will change. I deserve love. I deserve friends. I deserve smiles. It's all mine. Mine. Why is he cutting? I'm gonna be a real nightmare. Damn. My pulse hardens quickly. I can barely feel my fingers. I feel so hot that the blood is flowing over. It feels cold. No, what am I doing? Stop. I changed my mind. It's too late, bro. You should have just jumped from the roof. I don't know why you decided to cut yourself like that. Rev didn't tell me to die right now. I have to do anything yet. White patches. I can't get. My legs won't work. Blood's coming out too fast. Need to get up. Just lie down for a while. I'm so sleepy. So scary. Inexplicably scary. Inexplicably scary. And cold. It's dark, very dark. When will I wake up? No, seriously, where is everyone? This is a dream, right? Wake up, will ya? Hey. Somebody? Rev? Don't leave me alone for so long, please. I want it all back. My street, my room, warm tea. I didn't want to die. I just to be needed. It's not my fault. Please let it be a joke. I'm begging. I'm scared. I'm begging. Hey, it's time to get up. Wake up, please. Damn. Fuck. Well, that's like one ending, I guess. Can I skip it? How do I? Load? Yes. No. I'm not ready to die. What? You sure? I won't offer twice. Am I sure about giving up on my dream? Yes. It's been a few weeks since I met Revi. I went to university on an external program and found a good part-time job. Oh, what morning? There's the smell of vanilla in the air. I need to wash, make coffee. To wash, okay. Oh. We already read that. What a morning. There's a smell of vanilla in the air. A smell of metal chips. I need to wash my face and make coffee. Again. There's a formless pile of flesh in the bathroom. There are also tiny headless body roughly lying in the pieces of layer of fat meat. A girl 7 years old. Right, yesterday they tried to kill me. The first was my mother, then that little bit. What? What the fuck is going on? The daughter of my aunt, they're attacking me so outrageously. Not enough. It's been a few days since the meeting. I went into the opportunity of an external program and found a good part-time job. So I'm just going crazy. It's only a nightmare beyond the threshold. After all, they turned out ordinary. You're not here. You're not here. Jesus Christ. Our path graduated. What the fuck? Fuck that. Where's the options? Where's the... I'm just gonna fucking put that shit down. What a... No. Is it music? Okay, that's a little better. Now it's not fucking grating on the ears. She's soft. I dreamt about her warm mouth back there. How you're riding my dick. What the fuck? I can do whatever. I got whatever I want. Got it? Your skin belongs to me. What the fuck? So was I just insane this whole time? And just fucking... I'll lick the drops of blood. I'll put the tongue inside. Oh. I don't love you so much. I want to be with you. I've always wanted. I've been wrong. Wrong in how I've been doomed to suffer. You're not here. You're not here. You're not here. Every night, I hear them. Alright, so at least they needed to adjust that fucking sound. Every night I hear them, I hear how the halls move behind the door. How something scratches behind the pipes. Hiding my face behind the corner, I prefer to ignore the steps behind my back. Sometimes I watch him in the door, spy and still. The streets is alien. It's not real, and no one is there. Why the fuck is their body here? It's been a few days since meeting. What the fuck is... Yeah, I have no idea, like, what's going on in the story, low-key. But I have a feeling it's just, like, been... It's going, like, cuckoo crazy for no reason. I felt like or maybe I just haven't been, like, paying attention. Besides just, like, demon stuff happening and talking to her. But, like, overall, just, like, talking to her hasn't been, like... It shouldn't be, like, the full, like, thing of just, like, setting everything off unless, like, I'm already, like, this far gone. One morning, couldn't bring... Where am I? Please relax. You're safe where you're at home. I had to break your spine and paralyze you. What? Your rejection offended me deeply. I really wanted to help you. I wanted to spend a lot more time together. I didn't refuse, just give me more time. Your injuries will worsen. Your mother's health. I think she has a few years left. Only then you'll die. I'll let you die. You know, the last great days of in your corpse. Your friends. You and me. Are you kidding? You weren't even a pal for me. No, what's the matter? I'm sorry. Please, please. Various pleases. What the fuck? I don't understand. Is there more? Okay. So that's like first two endings. Is either you kill yourself, it all goes dark, or two, you have some sort of psychosis about like people killing you, and you kill them back. I do not understand. Let me see here real quick. Achievements. 8 out of 15. Okay, so there's more. That's not a personal life. Donut. Turn your back on this player. Turn around, turn around, turn around. 400 lines. Tell no one about this ending. 4 in a row. Winter anime and loneliness. Good choice. Beer. Alright, so, well, I guess that was something, but I don't quite understand, or because again, I don't really understand. Maybe it's like later down the story that it'll like tell you, or like it'll like clue you in on what's going on. But besides like just shit happening just for the sake of it happening is kind of fucking rough and kind of tough, and I just wish it would have kept going a little bit beyond there. But I'm probably gonna end it there. I'm gonna grab something to eat. Not sure if I'll come back later. And I'm not sure if I'll even be playing more of this on stream. But we got through like 2 endings, so that's like something at least. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Always appreciate it. Please share it around. We're really looking to get to 100 subs. Or at least I am too anyway. So if you have any friends that might enjoy just like random gaming content or anything else I make, feel free to share it around. Always appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching. I shall see you tomorrow. Not sure what we'll do, but I shall see you tomorrow. Later.
I'm coughing cause I'm off and off of various highs. Got me wondering, does anybody care if he dies? Yeah, it's getting hard for me to keep my head straight. Had a heavy heart, now I'm carrying dead weight. Digging my own grave, I did it my own way. I'm buried alive with all the shit that I don't say. It's deeper than 6 feet, I'm barely alive. My apartment is a coffin that I'm carried inside. And I'm coughing cause I'm off and off of various highs. Got me wondering, does anybody care if he dies? Yeah, it's getting hard for me to keep my head straight. Had a heavy heart, now I'm carrying dead weight. Digging my own grave, I did it my own way. I'm buried alive with all the shit that I don't say. It's deeper than 6 feet, I'm barely alive. My apartment is a coffin that I'm carried inside. And I'm coughing cause I'm off and off of various highs. Got me wondering, does anybody care if he dies? Yeah, it's getting hard for me to keep my head straight. Had a heavy heart, now I'm carrying dead weight. Digging my own grave, I did it my own way. I'm buried alive with all the shit that I don't say. It's deeper than 6 feet, I'm barely alive. My apartment is a coffin that I'm carried inside. And I'm coughing cause I'm often off of various highs. Got me wondering, does anybody care if he dies? Yeah, it's getting hard for me to keep my head straight. Had a heavy heart, now I'm carrying dead weight. Digging my own grave, I did it my own way. I'm buried alive with all the shit that I don't say. It's deeper than 6 feet, I'm barely alive. My apartment is a coffin that I'm carried inside. And I'm coughing cause I'm often off of various highs. Got me wondering, does anybody care if he